Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today I'm bringing you another what I buy in a week video. Now if you haven't seen one of these videos on my channel before, I did one last week and it was my weekly shop in Aldi, and it kind of did well and you guys really enjoyed it, and that was a bit of a weird week for me as well, where I basically just ate the same food every day. So it wasn't, I mean, to be honest, it was an example of literally what I do some weeks, but it probably wasn't a good example for a video. It probably made me come across maybe kind of weird. I don't know. Does anyone else just eat the same food every week? Literally the same food every day. I don't know. But we're not going to get into that because that was last week. This week, I've changed it up. I've got actual food that I enjoy and eat during the week, although last week was quite realistic for some weeks. This week was significantly less in cost than the week before. In fact, my whole Aldi shop came to £12.51. Can we just appreciate that, please? £12.51. Like, are we okay? Like, is the world flat? Like, honestly, I'm starting to question everything at this point because I cannot believe that it came to £12.51. And I know I'm a slight exception. If you're new here, hello, I'm Sophie, and I like to put a little bit of a disclaimer out there that I'm 22. I live with my parents. They have the stuff like butter, milk, bread. I do buy bread though sometimes myself, depending on what foods I've got. But they buy the general stuff and I just kind of do my own meals. But I do my own budgeting. I have a full 9-to-5 job, and I do my budget videos, show you where I organise my money and how I organise my money in cash stuffing form, and I am showing you what I buy every week now for food. Oh, how this channel has changed. But this is my dream to like show you guys what I do, because in this sense, because this is my dream to watch. So I'm loving it. There's no complaints on this side at all. I'm just gonna check that I'm still recording, as sometimes my phone has known to stop recording. But yeah, we're going to get straight into it. This whole thing came to £12.51. And also another thing is I left my food out on the side. I put away anything that needs to go in the fridge. And then my mum kindly put away my shopping, but I left it out so I could record this video. And I can't find the receipt, and she's out at the moment, and I just thought I need to record this video whilst I've got energy. Because at the moment I'm just like, I don't have any energy. So I'm like, I'm going to record it right now. Straight home from work, let's get it started. So we're gonna start again with breakfasts. Now if you watched last week, you would have seen this brand Fuel pop up. Now I haven't got any strawberries, which is probably why my shop was a little bit cheaper. I've just noticed these are higher. They didn't have any strawberries in Aldi this week, so I didn't have one of these for breakfast. I had toast for breakfast this morning, but I'll be buying some strawberries from Tesco's. These are from Tesco's, these are not from Aldi. They are, I think these are £1, the muffins, and these are 85p, but with a club card these are 75p, and these are maybe 85 or £1, I don't know. But if ever you see them on a deal and you like them, get them, because yes, it might hit you financially for that week or even that month. It will really work out in the long run, because not gonna lie, but £1 for these things is kind of expensive when they literally only last me for breakfast for one day. But they're changing the game, and this isn't sponsored by Fuel. Is it Fuel 10k? Yeah, it's Fuel 10k, but I didn't know if it was Fuel, but it's definitely got the 10k there. Again, these are amazing. What I do is, when I have strawberries, I chop up strawberries and put them in a little pot, and take these, both the strawberries and the thing, in a separate pot, to work with me, and I mix the strawberries in with the porridge. And 10 out of 10 literally tastes like chocolate porridge. Doesn't taste like fake chocolate or anything. It just literally tastes like chocolate porridge. Now the other part of what they do chocolate, they do banana, they do salted caramel now. All these different things, but I'm very much a chocolate person. I find sweet things can get very sweet very quickly, so I quite like the fact it's chocolate. I don't know, I might be talking rubbish. They also do oat muffins. Now if you don't know, time to get to know, because these are lovely, and again, they taste amazing. These are quite dry, I will put it out there, but what I do the exact same thing, and I chop up strawberries, I make the muffin. Literally what you do, add, not even boiling water, just cold water, 5 teaspoons I think, or maybe 6, 5 tablespoons, mix it up so it's like a cake, and then put it in the microwave. And it is literally, it looks like that. Not flowing out the top, but it is amazing. And it has like chocolate pieces in it. It's just so good. And then with strawberries in it, top quality. I like to have the strawberries in it because then I find it less dry, but I also did add a little bit of chocolate sauce. You know, like the, I'm going to say Angels, but I could be wrong, like the chocolate sauce you put on ice cream. I put some of that over the top the other day and it changed it again. I mix it up so it's not cake anymore, it's like a fluffy mess. And then put the sauce on and then added the strawberries as I eat it. And it made it a lot less dry. But I would really recommend these as well. I mean, I just can't believe that they are literally so low in calorie, yet so high in protein. It's just so good. I mean, 172 calories, 11 grams of protein. I mean, I'm quite into fitness and into health, and into like higher protein intake, because I know that it's important when growing muscle, and I'm trying to grow some muscles. So I do like that kind of stuff. If you want me to talk about like how I do that and think about that, then I'm more than happy. But I feel like I'm, I don't know, just such a normal person. I'm not an expert, so maybe my advice shouldn't be told because it's just a normal person. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I do for breakfast. And if you know by now, I don't go into the office every day. I mainly go into the office 2 to 3 times a week. So I would take one of these into the office. When working from home, I'll either have toast or one of these, depending on how many I have. But these are also great for before exercise. If you don't have time for a meal, just quickly have one of these. Yum. So that is breakfast done. And again, like I said, normally I would have strawberries with that, but there wasn't any strawberries. And lunch, it is sadly, but I know lots of you enjoyed it, the same as last week, because my lunches work for me. And if it works for me, I'll just continue to have it. So lunches, probably 1 cucumber. Yeah, but I have 2, but we'll say 1 for lunches. They are literally and mini cucumbers. Again, you probably recognise this from last week, but I'm going to chuck in some tomatoes as well. Whether I'll actually put them in there, I don't know at the time. And what I do is I have 2 wraps for lunch, and they are the same. They are literally lettuce, cucumber, avocado, red onion, maybe tomatoes, pomegranate seeds, but again, haven't got them because I get them from Tesco's and I didn't have any in Tesco's. Pomegranate seeds and gherkins, also known as pickles, depending on where you are in the world. Incredible. And I'm not even going to say any more because it is so good. But when you think of a wrap, I'm sorry if you've already heard me talk about this in my last video, but when you've heard of a wrap, you think, oh, wrap, mate, this is more than a wrap. This is a massive burrito thing, okay? I literally fill it to the point where I have to hold it like that. I put so much in, like, this all adds up when you're in there, and I can tell you now for a fact, I add mayo on the top. It is so filling, yet you don't feel stuffed afterwards. I'd really recommend it. It's really healthy. It's really good. You don't leave for lunch feeling like you've put on 10 million stone and you're going to fall asleep in the rest of the evening. And then what I do is I add 2 baby cucumbers because I put them in a little lunchbox. Because if I am feeling a bit peckish, I will eat these afterwards. But then if I'm not, I just eat these at like 3 o'clock. And then generally take like a snack with me, or we actually are very lucky to have chocolate bars in the office, which can go very wrong if you're not careful. So I like to make sure I have some other form of snack, so then I don't always reach for the chocolate bars that we have. But that's what I have for lunch. I know some people have been commenting, asking me to show you how I do them. I mean, I can do that. I don't know if it'll be a full video worthy. I don't really want to make my channel have cooking on it because I definitely am not a great chef at all. I mean, I'm not even a chef. I'm not going to put that out there, a cook. I cannot cook to save my life, to be honest with you, which is why I'm probably the best person to watch when it comes to food cooking, because I will really do the easiest thing there is that tastes the nicest. So anyway, that is my lunches, and then I will use the same things for some of my dinners. So I'm going to take away the wraps for now, and I'll go back to basically what I had in my last video, which was salmon. But don't worry, this isn't all we're having this week. Change of plan. This isn't all we're having this week. Last week I literally was only having salmon for dinner every single day, and to be fair, I loved it. It's my favourite meal, so I love it. But what I would do, I'll take away this, and I will add this, and then I'll add the other cucumber. So what I do for dinners is I like to have salmon with some salad, and to put it bluntly, it's really easy to make. And I got the coriander from Aldi as well. You can get them from Tesco's, really low in calories, really nice, take so quickly to do. I literally break up some, that's not in there as well, that's from thingy. I break up some lettuce, cut up some cucumber, do some avocado, do some red onion, do the coriander, and then put the salmon on top in a bowl. Lovely, 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 lovely. And the best part about this is the fact it just uses up all the lettuce that you haven't used anyway when you have your lunches. So I just really recommend this meal. I have 1 piece of salmon per meal, so I have 2 here. So I'll probably do Monday and Tuesday, or I'll do Tuesdays and Thursdays, depends what exercise I'm doing. I do tennis on a Tuesday, so I like to have this before tennis, as because I know that it's good for me. It's light, but it's also very filling, and I like to do some exercise on a Thursday as well, so I know that I'll probably have this Tuesday and Thursday. So that's what I'll have for 2 dinners. So we'll say Monday and Tuesday just for ease. That's Monday and Tuesday done. We're having salmon with salad. It is Monday today, so I'll decide what I have then. Put that all over there. And then next up, let's do this one. So we've got beans. We've got peeled potatoes. Beans? Oh. And eggs and toast. Okay, so what I sometimes have for dinners is a full English breakfast. Now, this is not a representative of a full English breakfast. I have eggs downstairs. I forgot to pick up the eggs. I didn't buy the eggs, so I thought I shouldn't include it. I use Mum and Dad's eggs because I never really eat eggs, although this week I am having more eggs, so I probably should have bought my own. But I pay rent, they don't mind. So, yeah. What I'll have is I will have baked beans. I'm trying this peeled potato, so I'll leave that for a second. Baked beans, avocado, toast, tomatoes, and egg, poached egg, fried egg, whatever, and peeled potatoes. Now the reason I'm having peeled potatoes, and I haven't, you know what, I'm going to say this and just be so honest, is the reason I have the peeled potatoes is because I find that sometimes it's just not filling having 2 slices of toast with your full English breakfast, right? If you're new here, I don't really eat much meat, not for any reason other than the fact that I find meat quite risky sometimes. I don't really like the thought of gristle being in chicken. Why is it there? Why is it crunchy? Bacon, I've never liked it, sadly. So I don't have that in my full English, but to be fair, it's not expensive from Aldi, so add it, you know. This meal you can have this twice, and I can promise you that this is actually really nice as a dinner. It's weird as a dinner, maybe, to some people, but I really, really like it. So the peeled potatoes, I might, you know, try and fry them or something, try and cook them a little bit, or even mush them and just have them. I know it's a bit weird, but I'll have that with the beans and the avocado and the egg. I don't know, maybe that's really weird, but I think I am weird at this point. I think it's okay, we established that. I'll grill the tomatoes, and yeah, I just think this will make a really nice meal. And I can add the tomatoes to anything. Baked beans, I probably won't do the whole tin. I'll do a half tin, have this maybe twice. But yeah, you kind of see the point, and I'll probably do 2 eggs. So if you think of a pack of 6, that's 2 of them used up, so I'm still left with 4. But yeah, I just think a full English breakfast is so easy. You can literally do it in 1 pan, and it is done. And it's only done 1 pan, and it's great, so I really recommend it. I used to do it with my ex-boyfriend. He would literally have 1 pan to himself because he'd have mushrooms and bacon and all that stuff, and I'd have my own smaller pan, and then we'd literally be done at the same time, and we'd both enjoy a 10 out of 10 breakfast for dinner. So yeah, it was great, and we absolutely loved it. So I always think that's a good idea. So that's those things done. Next is let's do the cheapest one first. They're both cheap. Okay, no, next we'll go back with the wraps, and we will add this, this, not that, this, cheese, and I think we are done if I can remember rightly. Oh, as always, avocado, always, and maybe a red onion. We'll see how that goes. So what I'm making here is quesadillas. Now I don't know if I'm saying that right. Is it quesadillas? Yeah, I think so. Where it's like all stuff put into a wrap and then folded. I think that's the right thing. But I was looking at new things to have, and I love quesadillas. And what you do is you literally get 2 wraps or 1 wrap, you put them in a pan. This isn't the right order. And then you literally just chop up everything, put them in the wraps and cook them. Really easy. And basically there's loads of cheese, there's loads of veggies in there. You can add chicken. You can add whatever you want into your quesadillas. They're really, really good. I'd really, really recommend looking at them. They can be veggie, they could be meat, they can be whatever you like. And they're really, really easy. Now, as I said, I have the wraps for lunch. I have 8 wraps in here, and I go into the office twice a week, so I'm only using 4 wraps up, which means I'm left with 4 wraps left, which means that I can have 2 quesadillas. So I think they're done as 1 and then 2, if that makes sense, and then 1 and then 2. So I can have that for a dinner. But quesadillas are lovely. Chop up the peppers, put them in, chop it with avocado, probably put it on the side, put the kidney beans in. It's so good. I'm sorry that I haven't got the cheese here to show you as well, but the cheese is the key part. It basically binds everything together. It's a real Mexican dish, and I just absolutely love it. Anything Mexican I literally love, even though weirdly when I went to Mexico it just wasn't that nice, but I think that was the restaurant I had, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's what I'll be having for another night. So we've got salmon on Monday, salmon Tuesday, not literally like that, a full English Wednesday, and quesadillas on Thursday, and then on Friday, not particularly in this order, but just for ease for me to explain it, we will have the following. This always reminds me of that program, Ready, Steady, Cook. Anyone else used to watch that? Yeah, I think that's it. I'm not looking very organised, but no, I am organised, and this is what I mean. I use up all the same items. So here I only bought about 20 things, but I'm reusing them all the time to make sure that I don't run out or I use everything that I'm using. Just gonna check my phone's still recording. Yeah, I used everything, so I know that I'm not left with anything at the end of the week. Because my fridge shelf, which I have now, I live with my parents, so I have a shelf in the fridge. It's literally empty by the end of the week. I use it all up. So this is Shakshuka. Now, raise a hand if you have heard of Shakshuka. Not many people have, but I feel like it's on a lot of things like Pinterest, but people never do it. Now, what is Shakshuka? I think, if I can remember, it's a Spanish breakfast dish. But I have had it for years now, and it is a staple, cheap meal, but it's so nice. So what you do is you put chopped tomatoes in a pan, onion if you want, but that is literally chopped tomatoes. So I literally add chopped tomatoes and then proper tomatoes, and then peppers as well if you want to be like me. And then I'll kind of mix it up a bit. I'll add, now I'm going to say these probably wrong, cumin, oregano, and paprika. Quite a healthy amount of that. So you want to kind of do like that. So it's put all over. Quite a lot. So add probably a decent amount so that it, you can really mix it and get the smells. And then you mix it all together. You let it cook for a little bit to the point where when you move the wooden spoon, this has turned into me just explaining how to cook stuff, which I'm not going to do, but I'm already doing. When you move the wooden spoon, the liquid slowly goes back, is when you want to crack the eggs. Now, you can have as many eggs as you want. I will have 3 eggs or maybe 2, depending on how hungry I'm feeling. And then what I'll do is you crack the eggs into the mix, and then they'll sit on the top, and you cook the eggs to however you want them, hard or soft. And then literally, you get bread, or you get whatever you want. I'll probably put avocado in there, because you know me by now. Not in there, but like on the side. You scoop it out with a big spoon, put it on your plate, add some bread to scoop it up with, and I promise you, it is so nice. You can add mushrooms, you can add onion, you know, you can add whatever you like to it really. You can add probably peeled potatoes. So yeah, I just think it's such a nice meal and it's so cheap. All you need, I mean, you don't even need this tin really. You just need probably half of these. Maybe you do need this actually. Just let it simmer to the point where there's liquid. Basically, look up Shakshuka on Pinterest or online and it just looks so good, and I can promise you it is super good. And the whole principle behind it, I think, for the Spanish dish was using up all of the ingredients that they had in their cupboards and in their fridge at the end of the week. And yeah, they just chuck it all in there and I absolutely love it, and it is so cheap. So if you're really on a budget, I really recommend that because it's really good. So yeah, that is what we'll have on Friday. So we've had Monday salmon, Tuesday salmon, Wednesday fry up, Thursday quesadillas, and Friday shakshuka. And then what did I buy snack wise? You know me by now. I brought cinnamon and raisin bagels, a new discovery of mine. Absolutely love it. Cut it in half, add butter. Wow. Tomato soup, because sometimes at lunch I just want a tomato soup when I'm working from home. So I bought one because when I buy loads it just sits in the cupboard and it's not needed. And what else did I buy? Oh, chocolate biscuits. And look, didn't I say to you last week I don't buy stuff like this because I literally just eat it straight away? I bought these yesterday and half the packet's gone. It's just not needed for me to eat like crazy foods like this. Yes, I have a chocolate bar every day, that's fine, it tires me if I might have some ice cream, etc. I don't restrict myself at all, don't get me wrong, I have enough takeaways to supply the country, but I do that on the weekends. And what I have on the weekends, like I said, is just use up any of the stuff I have, or I get takeaways because life's too short and I've budgeted for takeaways every single week. But yeah, that's what I get. And I really hope this video helped you. I don't know if you want to see more of these videos each week. But yeah, this basically came to, I'd probably say about £17 all in. And I do feel like I got quite a lot of stuff here. I just can't believe how cheap it is, to be honest. And I actually thought I was spending so much more money this week on all the stuff. And then it came to cheaper and I was like, this is just insane. So yeah, I really hope this video helped you. I'm trying to make this look cute now, but you know, great. Oops, there's the cucumber. Oops. Probably best to not put the red onion with the cucumber. So yeah, I don't know about you, but I feel like this for about £17 is brilliant, and this has supplied me with a week's worth of breakfast, lunches and dinners. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Let me know if you do want more of these in the future, because I can stop doing them or I can continue. I think last week I said let me know if you want me to do different shops. This is Aldi and Tesco again. I'm more than happy to just do an all Tesco weekly haul or whatever you want to see, because at the end of the day I just love doing a challenge. So but if you have any cheap food dinner ideas, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear them. I live for cheap dinner meals, to be honest. I love it, and I try to avoid doing oven food as much as possible, if you can't tell. So yeah, but all these foods and dinners don't take long to cook because I'm lazy, and they're super cheap and super healthy. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!